Hi everyone, this is Dr. Chhoda and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. Thank you so much for being a viewer and a subscriber of this channel. The Ignition Time channel is about the country, the economy, and about your money, folks. Mitt Romney, the senator from Utah, you probably know who he is. There he is. What's up, Mitt? He has actually proposed a $3,000 per child annual cash benefit. So this is news that just came in today. In fact, you'll see this headline on your screen that was just published by Axios. Romney to propose an annual cash benefit of $3,000 per child. Now, this is part of an attempt to help combat child poverty because we do have a problem with child poverty in our country, and I think it's something that we can all get behind. I want you to know that for me, it's not about the red or the blue, it's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm American. So let's take a look at the specific aspects of Senator Mitt Romney's proposal. Mitt Romney's proposal is a monthly cash benefit which would in total be $3,000 a year for children aged 6 through 17, and if a child is younger, aged 0 through 5, a newborn through a 5-year-old, then that cash benefit, that annual cash benefit would be $4,200 per year. And folks, in an interesting sign that the president, there he is, President Biden. Oh, President Biden, in an interesting sign that the president is taking this seriously, the White House Chief of Staff, Ron Klain, put out a tweet that I'll show you on your screen right now. And Klain says, really looking forward to seeing what Senator Mitt Romney will propose here, an encouraging sign that bipartisan action to reduce child poverty is indeed possible. So this is a plan that's going to be unveiled by Senator Mitt Romney. Folks, here's another headline on your screen. This time is from the Washington Post. Similar headline that reads, Mitt Romney unveils plan to provide $3,000 per child, giving bipartisan support to President Biden's efforts. So this is something that obviously the White House is going to encourage, is going to welcome, and we'll have to wait and see whether this actually does gain enough traction. But this does seem to be an encouraging sign that there are pockets of the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan that both sides can get behind. If you've heard my analysis before, it's very clear that both sides support money for vaccine distribution. Both sides support money for small businesses. Now it seems to be that both sides are also starting to come together on the important issue of child poverty. Now, as far as the stimulus checks are concerned and the unemployment benefits are concerned, I have covered that on my channel. The American Rescue Plan suggests $1,400 stimulus checks. They are talking about targeting, whereas a Republican proposal, which by the way Mitt Romney from Utah was a part of, suggests $1,000 stimulus checks. So you have $1,400 up here, you have $1,000 down here. As far as the unemployment benefits are concerned, the American Rescue Plan from President Biden suggests $400 per week through September of 2021 this year, and the Republican plan suggests $300 a week through June of this year. Now, folks, this entire situation is important because, let's be honest, the American Rescue Plan has not gotten much support amongst Republicans. You have Senator Rick Scott from Florida, who's a clear no. You have Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, who's definitely a no. And you have the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who obviously is not going to back a $1.9 trillion stimulus. He was not backing it when the Republicans were in control of the Senate. He's not going to back it now when the Republicans are the minority. If anything, they'll make more noise about their opposition to the $1.9 trillion package. But the child poverty component is something that we can all get behind because no one wants to see children going hungry. Now, folks, here's something that's super interesting. There was similar legislation that was drafted by and proposed by Democrats that would have provided $3,600 a year for children aged 0 through 5 and $3,000 a year for children aged 6 through 17. Now, keep in mind that both these plans would directly deposit the amount into the beneficiary's bank account every month. So it would be like a monthly benefit. And that would be extremely important for families who need the money so that we can make sure that child poverty and child hunger doesn't exist. Now, let's stack up the two proposals as far as child poverty is concerned. The Democratic proposal would provide $3,600 a year for children aged 0 through 5 and $3,000 a year for children aged 6 through 17. The Republican proposal from the Republican Senator Mitt Romney is a little bit more interesting. It would provide $4,200 a year more for children aged 0 through 5 and $3,000 a year for children aged 6 through 17. Now, the reason that the Republican proposal is able to do this is it would partially fund the benefits on the Republican side. It would partially fund these benefits to combat child poverty by eliminating the temporary assistance for needy families welfare program and other child and family tax credits. So, when you give something, you take something away as far as the Republicans are concerned. So again, this plan on your screen right here would do away with the temporary assistance for needy families and other child and family tax credits. But this plan would keep all of those things in place. So super interesting what's going on. And this is interesting. Romney's plan would also eliminate the state and local tax deduction called SALT, which he said in a statement is, I quote, an inefficient tax break to upper income taxpayers. So folks, let's take a look at the statement from Senator Mitt Romney from Utah. On your screen, you'll see the Family Security Act streamlines child benefit into a monthly cash benefit, helps slash child poverty rate. So the Family Security Act would provide a monthly cash benefit for families amounting to $350 a month for each young child, which is how you get the $4,200 a year, and $250 a month for each school-age child, child age 6 through 17, which is how we get to the $3,000 a year in the Romney proposal. So let's scroll down the Family Security Act, and I'll provide you with a link to this in the description section below. And you can see on page 2 where Romney highlights how it's paid for. And Romney says the bill consolidates overlapping and often duplicative federal policies, meaning we're just sort of double dipping and we need to cut waste elsewhere to be able to reroute money towards children and to direct support for families in order to remain deficit neutral and provide certainty for families. It also eliminates SALT, which is an inefficient tax break to upper income taxpayers. However, most families that previously claimed the SALT deduction will still be net beneficiaries through their larger monthly child benefits. Very interesting proposal. You'll see it on your screen. Let me know what you think about this. So folks, as you know, the Democrats' budget resolution process is ongoing, the process of budget reconciliation, where they'll go back and forth, they'll start amending, they'll start tweaking the $1.9 trillion. Think of this as the first significant tweak to the American Rescue Plan that is proposed by the Republicans. This does seem to be rather interesting. Let's see if the Democrats will budge, because Democrats have their own views about the SALT deduction. But folks, here's the big picture. The big picture is this. You have 50 Democrats in the Senate. You have 50 Republicans in the Senate. You have the tie-breaking vote cast by the Vice President Kamala Harris, which makes the Democrats the majority party by a razor-thin margin, which makes the leader of the leader of the Democratic Party, the Senate majority leader in the Senate, that is Chuck Schumer. What we have right now is the early stages of the negotiations over the budget reconciliation process. And this proposal, if you will, from Senator Mitt Romney is an interesting opening salvo, if you will, from the Republicans. And we'll see how far the two sides go to coming to a consensus and hopefully taking the best ideas from both sides. So that's what's going on, everybody. Romney is expected to introduce this idea, folks, as an amendment to the Democrats' budget resolution, and this will ultimately be the vehicle, the vehicle for the budget reconciliation process for passing the $1.9 trillion stimulus package. So that's where things stand right now, everybody. If you learned something new, please give me a like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Thanks. Bye.